What happened to this family remains one of America's most heartbreaking unsolved mysteries. On Christmas Eve, 1945, in the quiet town of Fayetteville, George and Jenny Sodder tucked their 9 children into bed. No one could imagine the horror about to unfold. Jenny and George jolted awake to the snap of flames in the thick sting of smoke. They barely escaped with 4 of their children as fire swallowed their home whole. When the smoke cleared, 5 siblings were nowhere to be found. When the firefighters sifted through the smoldering ruins, finding the children's beds strangely intact amidst the charred wreckage. No bones, no teeth, nothing that should have remained after such a ferocious blaze. Down the road, neighbors whispered about seeing the children that night, their small faces pressed against the windows of a dark car that sped away. Others swore they'd heard crying in the woods behind the property. The anomalies piled up like kindling. The ladder George always kept propped against the house had disappeared. Their phone lines had been neatly severed before the fire started. Most chilling of all, a local bus driver came forward, describing how he'd seen a man lob what looked like a ball of fire onto the Sodder roof just minutes before the screams began. For 30 years, the Sodders chased every lead, a shallow grave containing bone fragments that testing couldn't conclusively identify. A 1968 photograph of a handsome young man in New York who had Louis's unmistakable eyes. Each clue raised more questions than answers.